Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the Magpie Channel TV for the live watch-along with the game Newcastle United versus Southampton. They're just coming out the tunnel now. Kickoff's only about, 4 minutes away. Joined by Rubenstein again, as we were on Tuesday for the Crystal Palace game. Joining, mate. How we feeling?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Got up this morning, went for a walk, and then I've just been sat doing nothing since, so I'm feeling knackered now. Hopefully,
do it on Saturday.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully the tune will give us something to cheer about today.
I hope so, mate. I hope so. We're having like a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff, innit? It's like we haven't had one of these in ages. Usually we wait around all day for the 8 o'clock game. Like, it's a bit of a piss take, isn't it?
Very different.
We'll run through the team then, going along the bottom of your screen, and we've got Carl Darlow keeps his place in goal. No return for Dubravka just yet. We've got Javier Manquillo keeping his place at right back. I think that's about 3 games in a row now, 3-4 games in a row he's played. There's no Murphy anywhere in the squad. We'll go through the subs bench after this, but it's another game without Murphy, despite Brucey saying that he was fit in his press conference. He's been omitted from the last 2 squads, I think it is. So, yeah, no Murphy. And we've got Isaac Hayden filling in at centre-back with Fabian Shaw, as we thought would be the case. No centre-backs on the bench with Fernandez being out, Lascelles being out. Kieran Clark's missus is in labour. Congratulations to them for the birth on their child, but we could have done with Kieran Clark in the team today. Looking at Southampton's team, it's a pretty good team. We've got Jamal Lewis keeps his place at left back despite supposedly being out with a hamstring injury. So we'll keep an eye on him as the game goes on. We've got Matt Ritchie on the bench. He's been another one excluded from the last couple of squads due to his link with Bournemouth and uncertainty on his future. Jeff Hendrick stays in the midfield with John Joe Shelvey, the goal scorer and the captain from Tuesday night. He also keeps the captain's armband. And a debut for Joe Willock, straight into the starting lineup after the deadline day signing. It's a bit early, I think. Like, I'm happy to see him, to be honest, but he's only had about 3 days training, maybe. And BT's got it set up as like a 4-2-3-1, which we've been calling for all season. I think this is our best formation. Looks like Willock's the number 10 with Miggy on the left, Smacksman on the right. The way the club put it out on Twitter, it seemed to be more of like a 4-3-3 like we have been playing the last few games. So we'll see what happens there. As I say, Almiron and Sir Maximin in the team, whether they're right or left, we'll see. With Wilson up front, or is he up front? Is he on the right with Miggy or Sir Maximin as a number 10? Again, we'll see about that. The way the club put it out and the way BT or Sky put it out is never really the way we'll actually go about it. I don't think they know what Bruce is planning. So you sorted, Rubenstein? You've been looking for a stream back there, yeah?
I think so. I hope so. I'm watching an advert at the minute, so I'm hoping as soon as it hits 3, it's going to start working. If it doesn't, then we'll have to keep going.
No problem.
But in terms of the team, though, I mean, I'm happy to say Max is there, and I'm hoping, the new lads can do something for us today. I know you say it's a bit soon. I probably agree with you. But at the same time, I also don't know if we've got time to wait. I think we need to get going straight away.
Mm-hmm. Especially with Hayden obviously having to push back into centre-back. Like, there's an option less there. And there's no place on the bench for Sean or Matty. I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, Sean hasn't been in the squad for a few weeks as well. Same as Ritchie, same as Murphy. To be fair, with his performances, I'm not really that bothered. Like, he needs to up his game, in my opinion, if he's being dropped in fair play. But there's been no talk of any injuries, no fitness issues with either of them. Matty as well. Matty's been on the bench and been an unused sub for the last few weeks, but there's no place even for him on the bench. So there's no centre-backs, no centre-mids. And I don't know where you are at, but I've got the game kicked off on my screen.
Yeah, I think it's just starting to come on now. So I'm a few moments behind.
Yeah, we'll run through the bench there. Then we've got Dubravka, Emil Kraft, Paul Dummett. He was another one who was meant to be out. He was struggling with an injury. He's on the bench. Richie's back, as I say. Elliot Anderson keeps a place on the bench. Ryan Fraser's been dropped after arguably his best performance in a Newcastle shirt on Tuesday night. And the usual suspects, Joe Linton, Carroll and Gale, as the forward options. So we've got 3 strikers, but we've got no centre-back. We've got no centre-mid. Like, Hopefully, we haven't got too many injuries. Like I said, I think Jamal Lewis is maybe the one to look out for, as he was meant to be out with a hamstring injury. So I'm quite surprised to see him in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the point where we need to go for it. We're playing against the Southampton side who've just lost 9-0.
Yeah.
You know, if we're not going to go for it in a game, then I don't know when we are, to be honest, Tom. I think it could go either way. This is Newcastle we're watching, but hey.
There he is. Abu Dhabi Renty, how's it going?
So I'm just going to drop out and watch it.
You are? Oh, cool. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
See you guys. I'm just going to watch the game. I'll speak to you afterwards.
Sweet, no worries. Are you coming back for the instant reaction? Are you coming in for the instant reaction?
I'll be on there for the reaction. I'll be on the reaction after full time.
Cool, no worries. Take it easy, mate. Enjoy the game.
Cheers.
Enjoy yourselves. Cheers, lads. See you later.
Drop in there from Big Renty.
Can I turn it off now?
There we are.
I wish I was.
A couple of minutes drinking. Well, yeah, you mentioned Southampton's 9-0 loss on Tuesday. We'll have a run through their team. That's on the bottom of the screen. Bednarek's in the team after having his red card rescinded. And Yannick Vestergaard, he's been an absolute rock for them this season. But I think he's been out for the last 2 months or something. He's been out for quite a while with an injury. But obviously, he's fit enough to come in against Newcastle. Oriol Romeu, who was another one who's been out. He's in the starting lineup. There's a debut for them as well. We've got Joe Willock. They've got Minamino in from Liverpool with Danny Ings up front. Danger man Danny Ings. James Ward-Prowse as well. Nathan Redmond. Ryan Bertrand. We've got some good players. So, yeah, they've been beaten 9-0, but that may not bode well for us. You might look at it and think, oh, great, like their heads will be down, but I don't think so. They're a great team. Got a great manager. With the likes of Vestergaard back from injury now, it's going to be a tough game. Like, they'll be coming out fighting. They've obviously just been embarrassed bad. Like, they'll not want that again. So I think they'll be coming out fighting for every ball today.
Definitely. I think it's important if we can. I mean, it isn't every game, but if we can get an early goal, it might just push them back because, like you say, I think they've lost 9-0. They're going to be seriously up for this one. The last thing we need is for them to go ahead because then they're going to want. They're going to want this a lot. Mm-hmm. If we can try and dampen that with an early goal, we got an early goal midweek. If we can do it again, I think that would make a huge difference in this game.
Nice play on the left there by Miggy Almiron, linking up with Jamal Lewis. So Maximin has it. It's on the right-hand side of the box. Cuts in. Takes on Bednarek, cuts it across. It doesn't get to Miggy Almiron. Cleared, I think, by Danny Ings coming back there. Early stuff with St. Maximin. He's looking up for it. Good play by the left. Almiron, St. Maximin, and Lewis all linking up well there.
Yeah, I mean, again, in the midweek, I spoke about St. Max, and I said, we'll keep bringing him on for this last 30 minutes. Maybe we should try him from the start.
Yeah.
Give him 45 minutes or whatever he can handle. I'd rather be, 1-0 up at half time and then take him off.
It's good to see him start. I think we definitely need him, but I think Bruce has been sensible for once and not rushing him back. Yeah. He's built like a matchstick, and he's so fragile. He gets injured all the time. A couple of kicks, he's on the deck, and he never really recovers once he gets a couple of kicks. So you do need to wrap him in cotton wool a little bit, I think, just protect him because he is so important to us when he's fit, when he's healthy and he's in form. He's absolutely unplayable. So I think Brucey's been sensible in just keeping him to the bench for the last 4 games, but start now for him. So yeah, happy to see him back. Hopefully he has a good game. Keep your comments coming in. We'll try and have a look through them as the game goes on.
What time is it in Dubai? Is it evening over there, I guess?
Yeah, I think they're 4 hours ahead, so it'll be about 7 o'clock kickoff there.
I'm very jealous. I wish I was in the pub.
I know. I've been speaking to Renty through the week. He says like it's just normal. Like there's
Wow.
No like social distancing bullshit. Like pubs are open. You can just go into restaurants and anything anytime you like. Like people just walking around the streets. Like I think like there's still like masks and stuff. Like people are still like protecting themselves wearing their face masks. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's just normal life. Like how nice it must be. Obviously, the weather wouldn't go amiss because it's absolutely stinking around Newcastle.
That's horrible. Like,
fucking awful. Did you
It's
get a
gonna
bit
be sunny
drenched on
this
your walk
week.
this morning?
so
It's a good ball by Maximin out to the right to Manquillo. Looks for a ball in. Callum Wilson got a bit of push in the back there. Oh, Willock heads it back to Wilson, but he doesn't connect with it. I think he got a bit of a push in the back there. Like, keep your hands down, sunshine.
what minute are you on, Keg?
I'm 6.5.
Right, I'm 5.5, so I am
Alright.
behind you. I'll just cheer a minute later. It's okay.
No, well, I've this problem with the streams. We always do it. Like between me and Renty, we're never on the same time zone.
No, I've seen enough of these streams. I know.
No. It is hard though. Like you get it through like different. I don't think like the same things run because sometimes we'll watch it on the same thing. Like we've both got it on Sky Go on our PS4,
Yeah.
but one will still be like 10, 15 seconds behind. Like, how's that? We're watching it through the same thing. Like, must be something to do with connection or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Opportunity for Southampton there. Redmond with the ball in the box tries to play it through to Minamino, but a little bit too far ahead.
I know I'm a minute late, but I tell you what, on another day, if Wilson had hit that right, that could have gone in there. He's
Just
tried to hit the volley, he's just mishit it, hasn't he? Great little header back as well.
It was, yeah.
Willock.
Oh, Wilson's in. It's in. Is he offside?
Hey!
I think he is offside. It's a late flag. Fucking hell.
Oh.
I hate that thing now. Like linesmen, like wait until the play's over. Like you think like it's on. Like he's. Let's have a look at the here. Shelby plays it through. Yeah, he is. Maybe he's a yard offside. But the linesman's got his flag down. He runs all the way through it. Wilson puts the ball in the net, and then the flag goes up. I hate that. Like just let us know because I feel like a dick celebrating.
I know. Well, this is the whole thing. It's not in the stadium. It's even worse when you're cheering and then everyone stops for 8 minutes while it gets.
Yeah, jumping all over everyone, kissing someone on the head, and then it's not even a goal. Fuck's it.
I know.
Go play again. Almiron playing it to Wilson on the right hand side. Ball in, cleared by Romeo. I think it is. Just trying to have a look at the way they're set up here. I think it does. I don't really know what formation we're playing.
It always makes me laugh when I look at what Sky and what One Football have. It's different every time. They've got like Hayden right back, left back, also all over the shop because no one actually knows.
Yeah, it looks like at the minute what we've been doing for the last couple of games. Like Miggy is a false 9, Wilson on the right, Maxi on the left, but Joe Willock's just behind Almiron as well. So it's like he is playing a number 10 with maybe Hendrick and Shelby sitting a little bit further back, giving Willock a bit of a free role.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I definitely think this is a problem we've had as well as the Shelby and Longstaff. They play very similar roles. They like to sit deep and play the pass, but who's our attacking centre mid? I suppose we don't really have one until the new lads come in.
That's what we've been needing for ages, like a centre mid, like someone who can pick the ball up, carry it forward, open up the attack. Like Miggy's not really that. He's more of an attacking midfielder. He's not like a centre mid. He's not that kind of guy to pass the ball forward and like link up with the play. Like a lot of people weren't very happy with the signing of Willock. Like they didn't think he was that guy, but so far so good. He seems to be.
Well, I hope he is. I mean, the thing is, I'm realistic. I'm a Newcastle fan. I'll take what I can get, to be honest. So
yeah, definitely.
And it's a loan, so if he doesn't work out, then we've not lost. Would I have liked to have seen someone else additionally come in? Then absolutely. But we've got to hope. And as I've been watching some of, the fans have been saying, and they reckon he's decent outfit. I mean, I've not seen a lot of them really, but. From what I've heard, people seem happy, so I'll trust.
Yeah, no, I grew up, like my best mate growing up was an Arsenal fan. He sent me the DM the other day. He said it's a great signing. He's a really good player. Like,
oh well, there you go.
Like just for a loan as well, just for 6 months. Like, he's got to be better than fucking what was he called? Bentaleb.
He was so bad.
I know. Like we didn't need him. Like we need like an attacking kind of player.
Yeah.
He wasn't that. He never has been. We've got Pooley in the background, but I can't see him on camera.
He's hiding.
No. I'll just remove you until that gets itself sorted. I don't know if it's a connection problem or the camera problem, but try and come back in a bit if you can hear us.
Big up Rooters sign. Thank you, mate. He's asked as well, where you think we'll finish this season? Is it too early, Keg, to answer that question?
I'm a little bit afraid to answer that question.
Yes, exactly.
We'll keep an eye on the other game today. There's another big game kicked off. I don't think there's any score yet, but Burnley versus Brighton, that's a huge game to look out for.
Yeah.
Hopefully Brighton's gone ahead of us in the league now. We're level on points with Burnley in 17th. So if we lose and Burnley win, we'll be 17th, just above the relegation zone. I hate the thought of looking behind you, hoping there's three worse teams. It shouldn't be that way. You should stay up or get wherever you are on merit. You should be relying on other teams just being shitter than you. That's an awful way to look at football, I think.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, Brighton, I think we've been treading water for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then win against Leeds, draw against Fulham, and then winning against Spurs and Liverpool. I mean, that's the kind of form you dream of.
I know. The teams behind, it's a weird season. You've just got to take everything with a pinch of salt. We played Southampton in November, at the start of November, and they beat us to go top of the league. And now they're 12th, coming off the back of a 9-0 loss.
Yeah.
Man United were top just a few weeks ago after starting shit. Arsenal started shit, but have picked back up form a little bit.
City started slow as well.
Yeah, Chelsea are in and out. City's in and out. Liverpool's a bit shit. So, you've just got to take everything with a pinch of salt. I think the teams behind us are looking good now. Fulham, I really like Fulham's style of play. Not so much Burnley, but Brighton. I like Brighton. They're a good team. So they're picking up points. They're starting to play good football now. And I've seen the form table, I think, yesterday. I don't know in how many games, don't know if it's the last 5 or 6 or whatever, but we're bottom of the form table. While everyone else is picking up points, we're not.
Yeah.
So, I don't really want to answer that question because I don't like the look of it. I don't think we'll go down, but I think we'll be where we are now, 16th, 17th, just where Mike Ashley once were. So,
yeah, that would.
But we've got to be very, very careful of the likes of Burnley, Brighton, and Fulham.
That would be my answer as well. Unfortunately, just above going down, I think. And I think someone's just said it there, and I'd probably take it, to be honest, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the support. We've got a free kick here on the left-hand side. John Joe Shelby's ready to whip one in. Ball in, punched away by McCarthy. Big punch out as well. Manquillo picks it up. Almiron on the right-hand side. He's got someone for support. Who's that? It's Shah on the right-hand side. Oh, it's a shit ball. Willock. I think it is. Willock loses possession in the middle of the park, but we'll win it back.
15 minutes in. I'd say, it's been pretty 50-50 again.
Mm-hmm.
The positive I'm seeing here is that we actually are picking up the ball and moving forward with it. And Miggy and Wilson are trying to make those little 1-2s off each other rather than just being the flat back five, let's hoof it long. We are actually getting forward in numbers and, trying to create a chance. Wilson volley early on, as I say, that could have well got into the top corner if you caught it right.
I definitely think it's the formation working wonders. This is what's been so frustrating about the majority of the season. Oh, hang on, Smaxman's in there, beats the ball. Bednarek cuts it across and it's in from Willock. Joe Willock, get in.
Debut goal.
It's offside. I'm wary. I'm going to click the button anyway. Joe Willock goal. I think it's a good goal. Yeah, so Maximin robs, I think was it Bednarek? Bednarek loses the ball out to Maximin on the left-hand side, comes in. I thought he should have shot, to be honest. He cuts it across, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, I think that's going to get cut out. But no, that's brilliant play from Maximin. Beats Bednarek in the air, cuts it across. Willock, tidy finish. Get in, sunshine.
We said the new man.
What's that, 16 minutes in, something like that?
Well, it took him 15 minutes, 16 minutes to make a difference. That's not bad going, is it?
Yes, mate. Well done. Maximin as well. The fucking impact from Maximin needed that.
Get in. Oh,
so happy.
I'm reluctant to cheer too much because we went
I know
last time, didn't we?
The ball in the back of the net. I was like, has Willock scored? I don't know.
No, that was a great ball across. And again, it's that midfielder arriving in the box. We've just talked about this. That player who's going to bust a gut to get in late. You know, it's not the kind of run you typically find from the midfielders that we've got. No. ASM pure class. Yes, it was a fantastic run. It was a good ball as well.
It was, yeah. I was thinking he should have shot, but it was a good call in the end.
Yeah.
Just before the goal, though, I was talking about the formation. Like, I think the formation is the biggest part of it. Like, we know we've got the personnel, even like before Willock. Like, we've got like Maximin, Almiron, Fraser, Wilson. We've got good attacking players, and Willock adding to that. It's huge, but like, why we've been playing like 5 at the back with Wilson just standing up top by himself, not using the legs? What a ball by Shelby, or in again. Wilson puts it. Oh, it's intercepted by Vestergaard. We're going forward. Like I said, we've got the fucking personnel. Why haven't we been doing this all season? Why have we been playing 5 at the back with no attacking intent, no will to get any more than 30% possession, 2 shots on target? Like, we can't beat teams. Like, we were the better team against Crystal Palace. We certainly were against Everton. And so far in the first 17 minutes, we're beating Southampton. Like, it's so frustrating. Fucking Brucey's bullshit ball, man. Like, just why haven't we been playing like this all season, man?
Well, that is the frustrating thing as well. As you say, we're bringing in someone like Wilson, like Fraser. You know, we spoke about it all during the midweek. And you're bringing those kind of players in, and you expect some return.
Yeah.
And when you're just sitting at the back and lumping it along, you think, well, what the hell was the point of bringing them in? We should have just stuck with Andy Carroll and just lumped him up top. But it looks like we're actually trying to make some use out of these players now.
Just realised I've spelled Willock's name wrong in the bottom there. 2 seconds. Well, that's all that is. Wilcock.
He's new. We'll let you off.
I was going to say, I'm not used to typing it.
Yeah.
60 minutes into the debut. Fucking get in. Buzzing. Question there, was Graham Jones on the touchline today? It's a good question. I don't know.
I seen in Brucey's press conference, he said something. He talked about it, didn't he? He was like, we need to stop these. What's it called? Conspiracy theories or something. He was my first choice or something or whatever. So
he wasn't.
I mean, who knows?
I think it's a bit of a mad appointment. Like, we obviously weren't overly happy with it at the start because we're saying, like, we've already got 3 Steves and Steve Harper. Like, how many fucking backups do we need? There's players on the pitch that we need, not the 19 co-managers. Fair play. Like, since he's came in, it's been hugely different. I don't know who you can thank, who to blame, like what the crack is, but since he's came in, it's been different. Like, the formation, the style of play, it's been great.
And the thing is, for all we know, Brucey could have been telling these lads, look, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. But if no one's listening to him and no one's trying, then it's not going to make a difference either. And that's the thing is, as well, is that the players actually look like they're bothered now. And as much as, you know, it could be Brucey, you know, who knows? Maybe he changed it from half-time oranges to half-time kebabs or whatever, but he's done something that's made these players actually wake up and seemingly want to play.
Yeah.
And whether that was more Graham or whether it was Brucey, like, everyone's just going for what seems to be the obvious answer, you know?
Yeah.
Like if it is him, he's obviously going to be gutted because something's finally looking a bit. Well, I'm not going to say going right because it's far too soon. But we've finally got a win. We look like we're playing a bit better. Keep checking the other game, still 0-0 there as well.
Yeah. What kind of score do you want? Because we can't really let anyone get points. I think maybe it draws. Maybe is the best thing we can have because didn't really want either of them getting 3 points.
I know, yeah.
But like I say, if we lose this and Brighton, Burnley draw, then they'll go ahead of us in the league and we'll be down to 17th. But it's a hard one.
I mean, if the scoreline stays like this, I think a draw would be perfect result.
Oh yeah, if we get 3 points, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we keep that in though. Like, Manquillo looks like he's struggling. He's trying to get up, but he looks fucked. He's gonna have to come off. I forgot what I was gonna say there.
Oh. Who's this lad running through everyone in the middle? Oh, and overplays it.
Yeah, you can tell the ground's a bit wet. Everyone's slipping over.
Yeah. He did well there.
And
then Sata could have been a really good chance for Southampton.
Yeah. Ball was a little bit too far ahead of Danny Ings, couldn't bring it down. I don't know if Manquillo looks like he wants to continue, but he's hobbling towards the sideline. I can't say Kraft warming up yet. I'll have another attempt on Pooley's trying to join the stream again. Getting the same reaction. Oh, Kraft is on. I missed that bit.
He is. No Yedlin now either. That's good timing, isn't it?
Kraft, there we are. First change made in 23 minutes. I've got the new concussion substitute available now as well.
Oh, is that a thing now, is it?
Yeah, it came into play, I think, from today, the Arsenal Villa game I was watching, they were talking about it. Ooh, Danny Ings.
You can't argue with that, I don't think.
What a save from Darlow. I think Danny Ings took a little bit too long to get a shot away there. Took it out to the right-hand side, give Darlow time to position himself. He shouldn't have took that last touch, should have just shot, but yeah, good save from Darlow. He worries me, Danny Ings, like I'm a fucking massive Danny Ings fan.
Yeah, I'm so delayed. That was a good save by Darlow.
Yeah, just watching that now. I should have tried to get that shot off a little bit earlier, I think.
Yeah.
He has another opportunity, though. High ball, doesn't get enough on it, straight into Dubravka's hands. Coming into the game a little bit more, Southampton now.
Well, this is the worry, because this is what happened last in the midweek.
It is, about this time,
and then...
good 20 minutes, then it all goes to shit after that.
Yeah.
We need a big performance from Darlow, I think. We want a good ball by Hendrick into some Maximin, a little bit too far on the right-hand side. Cuts it back to Almiron. He shoots! It's in!
Yes!
Like a massive
Get in!
I'm going to put
2-0!
I'm going to put the Almiron banner on, but I think it might go down as an own goal. There we are. Miggy Almiron took a heavy, massive deflection off Bednarek standing in front of the keeper. McCarthy would have saved it comfortably. It wasn't a great shot, but it's in the back of the net and it's 2-0.
Come on.
Fucking get in. It was a great ball by Hendrick. Out to Sir Maximin from the right over to the left. Great
Can
ball.
It be 9?
It's a terrible shot from Almiron, to be honest. Bednarek just can't organise his feet. He tries to clear it, but scoops it into his own net. Get the fuck in, man.
Great cross ball to St. Max as well to lay it back.
Yeah,
I mean, the defenders had an absolute shocker. I got to say that as well. But
the Premier League's got it down as an own goal. I want Miggy to have this one.
I thought it was on target.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Whoever scored, it's 2-0 to Newcastle. Yeah, it's gone down as a Bednarek own goal, for fuck's sake.
Get in. It's important, that one. Literally seconds ago, Danny Ings is having a shot 3 yards out. I mean, if that had gone in.
We're literally just saying, it's going to be the same as Crystal Palace all over again. Great 20 minutes, then 20 to 30 minutes all goes to shit.
I mean, Southampton hitting. There's no one stood anywhere near Miggy. Again, I mean, it's hit the defender in the leg and gone in, but no one's watching him. He's completely free. 2-0. I mean, I'll take that.
Oh, aye. Any day of the week, we'll have some of that. Thank you very much. Bednarek.
Let's just final whistle now, please. We'll call it there.
Stop the count. Stop the count.
Yeah.
That's what they posted after they beat us 2-0 at St Mary's in November when they went top of the league. They were putting the Donald Trump tweets out, stop the count. Fucking get in, man. 2 assists from Sir Maximin on his first game back.
Is that Bednarek the same guy who scored an own goal in your fantasy team in the midweek?
It is, aye.
So he's got 2 and 2 now, has he?
Yeah, 2 own goals in 2 games, aye. 2 own goals and a red card in 2 games. What a result. I don't know if
the red card isn't for this game then?
Oh, it was rescinded.
Oh. Yeah. What about the other lad? Was his?
Oh, I've put him back in as well.
Oh, okay.
Why have I got that? I thought I had Robertson. Oh, I've got him in my fantasy team this week. Luckily, I didn't the other day because he had -7 points, but he's got -2. So, well done, Bednarek, for fuck's sake.
Get in. I woke up this morning to change my team. Thought I'll leave it closer to the deadline, and then obviously forgot to do it. So, Salah's been left as captain. I mean, it's not ideal playing Man City.
Mm-hmm. I've got Emi Martinez in though. He's just had a clean sheet the day, so
that's true.
7 points for Martinez.
Yeah, and he's got 2 bonus as well for you.
Oh, there's a goal from Minamino.
Oh,
I don't even know what the fuck happened there. That's just kind of came out of nowhere. 2 debut goals today.
Boo, indeed. Again, it's what we want, man.
Loads of space on the left-hand side for Ryan Bertrand. Gets the ball into Minamino, just gets a foot in. It's a good touch. Gets loads of space in between Hayden and Kraft. Just blasts one with his left foot. Tight angle. Oh, Carl Darlow goes down a little bit early, goes in the top corner. It's a good finish from Minamino on his debut. Bollocks.
Well,
even fucking self-destruct now, man, for God's
sake. You've just hit on the head there. Like, we cannot hold a win. Like, we'll go up in a game and it's just like you switch off.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that at the back? Is that Hayden who's missed the ball there?
Yeah, Minamino just gets a touch in, gets himself loads of yards, to be fair. It's a good first touch. Gets himself into the space that he needs and blasts it in. Well, 30 minutes in, 2-1. Oh, wait, man.
Yeah. I've put blame on him there. He's not missed the ball, has he? He's just touched it around him.
Yeah, it's a good touch.
It is a good touch.
It's a good, great goal.
Debut for him as well, is it? 2 debut goals, yeah.
Yeah, 2 debut goals.
Oh,
still 0-0, I believe, in the Burnley Brighton game. Let's keep it this way. As long as we get the 3 points and it's a 0-0 hour there, wherever they're playing, is it?
Well, it's been exciting. If there's 3 goals every 30 minutes, as long as we have more at the end of it, it'll be a good game.
We might be being joined by Dan from the Saints View Southampton channel at half time.
Why not?
Depending on if he's crying or not, I'm not sure. But depending on the score, we might get Dan on during half time to give us his thoughts from a Southampton perspective. Willock wins the ball in the middle of the park against Redmond. Well done. It's driving forward. Plays it out to Wilson on the right-hand side. Wilson's cutting in. Beats Vestergaard. Gets it in towards Willock. Bednarek gets it. That was great from Willock there, picking up the ball. Romeo's a strong player now. He probably muscled Romeo there.
Well, this is the thing, like
he needs to come off.
I know Southampton are on a bad run, but they're a good side. As you say, think how well they did at the start of the season. You can have a bad run, but you've still got the players.
Yeah.
Well, is Danny Ings still scoring?
He's been in a bit of a rut lately. I was talking to Dan from the Saints View for our match preview the other day. He says he's just like the whole team really. Like they've had loads of injuries and suspensions, so they're really struggling. But like Danny Ings is their talisman. Like they rely on his goals as much as we rely on Wilson's, and he just hasn't been getting them lately. It's been a bit of a dry. Like since the turn of the new year, I think he said they've only scored about 2 goals this year. This will be their 3rd with Minamino. So if Danny Ings isn't scoring, then you're not going to win many games.
That's it.
Wilson's fucked here. He's similar to Manquillo. He was down before. He got up to try and continue, but he's down again. So might be forced into a second change now, only 33 minutes into the game.
That would be very bad. Who have we
he's the key guy. We've got plenty of options for there, though. We've got Carroll. I'll pop it on the bottom now if I can find it.
There's plenty of options.
Yeah, Carroll, Gale, Joe Linton, Fraser and Anderson. Plenty of attacking options.
I don't know who I'd go for there. Gale, I guess.
Gale, yeah. I think he's got a bit more energy about him. Like Carroll's a good late impact sub. Like, I don't
think Carroll would make it through another 60 minutes.
Yeah. I think Gale's probably the best bet so far. Like we're winning as well. I think if we were like 1-0 down, I think it would be fucking pointless bringing Gale on. Like I don't really think he'd impact the game that much. But now we're in front, I don't see why not. I think that'll be the best way forward.
Well, he's up. He's not come off on your screen, has he?
He's on the sideline. I think they were looking at Andy Carroll there. He's warming up. We're down to 10 men at the minute while they sort out Callum Wilson. And some Maximin's hobbling now and half, for fuck's sake.
Again there, that was another chance where Miggy was on the break. They've had gone through. He's opening stuff up and...
Jamal Lewis has been having a good game, to be fair. I was saying at the start, he's the one to keep an eye on because he was meant to be out with a hamstring injury, but so far we've had 2 injuries and Lewis isn't one of them. Been having a good game.
St. Max makes such a difference. Every time he gets the ball,
Oh, it's Joe Linton.
Oh, is it?
Joe Linton's on now. Interesting. So two changes. We're 36 minutes into the game, and we've been forced into 2 early changes.
I mean, it's not great. Especially when we know that really St. Max is probably, well, he's not looking good as it is.
Yeah. Callum Wilson's off. Not what you want, but like I say, thankfully we're 2-1 up. Hopefully we can just hold out now. Like, might be a bit of a boring game. We might go back to Brucey tactics now and just try and see this one through.
It's no good for my fantasy team either when I've put Wilson in.
Willock does well there on the left. Oh, I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but seemed to trouble McCarthy, but it's been cleared.
Come on, Joey. Fresh trim. Ready for the game.
Pray for Joey, everyone. Pray for Joe Linton that he had to pay that £200 fine.
That's crazy.
He'll only be getting paid $69,800 this week, this week or something. So
madness.
Pray for Joey. Hopefully he can get through it.
I know they'd probably pay that just for the bloke to come around and cut his hair.
I know. And now the guy that does the cuts and all, it probably cost about fucking £200 to get it done. There's been a goal at Turf Moor. Lewis Dunk puts Brighton 1-0 up.
Well, I mean, the team in form, aren't they? Oh, that'll be 4 wins in 5 if they win today.
Is it? Aye, fucking hell. Maybe another our head over.
And the other game's a draw, so unbeaten in 5 if they win today. But you know, it's pretty much the opposite of what ours is at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
4 losses in 5. Unless we win today.
Yeah. That Everton win was fucking great. I enjoyed that so much. Seeing Pickford punching the floor at the end, honestly, that was not a bad sign.
Oh, man. The amount of pictures going around of that image are hilarious.
We're lined up with Joey on the right-hand side, just where Wilson was, with Almiron as the false 9 and Sir Maximin on the left.
Do you think? It's too early to tell. People are talking about whether it should have been Gale, Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one thing I'll say about Joe Linton is that he's got more legs than either of them two. We're still early in the game. And I think he probably will, with the football we've been playing of, the through balls, I think he's the most likely to be able to slot into kind of what Wilson's role was.
Yeah.
I think Gale would maybe just be a bit more static, and we know Carroll would definitely be. So
yeah,
I can see the logic.
I think with this formation, as you say, like Joe Linton's not a striker, I know this, but filling in that role Wilson's been playing over the last couple of weeks out wide, that's like pretty much where he was playing at Hoffenheim, where he was a good footballer. Like maybe on the right hand, on the left hand side, not the right, but with this formation, if we maybe see him on the left and Smaxman goes over to the right, this might be where we'll see the best of Joe Linton. Like, don't mark me words for it. Hopefully this doesn't get clipped into a game, into a video later on. He has an absolute fucking stinker, but I'm just saying, we don't accommodate to Joe Linton. Like, he was a bad signing in that aspect. We just haven't been using him right. Like, especially last season where we played him as a lone striker all season. That's ridiculous. That is not his position. But like I said before, like, even Wilson wasn't getting a sniff when playing that formation, so it's no good to anyone. But this formation is up his street. Like, playing with players around him, I think he can do well. So just got to give him a chance. Like, see how it goes. Like I say, like, he's got more legs than definitely Carroll, but probably Gale as well. Like, Gale's 30 years old now, 31 or something. Like, we'll see how he gets on. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. At the end of the day, we've spent the money now. We may as well try and make something of it, Like, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying, like, just cut the losses, sell him. People have been saying sack him. Fucking hell, he's not that bad.
We haven't got the players to sack him. If we sacked him, it would be Survey. Would you rather have Survey?
And even if we just cut the losses and sell him for what 15, 20 million, like it's not a great business acumen, that is it? Like Mike Ashley's
not going to spend it anyway.
Them losses, like no chance. Maybe as if he got 30, maybe, but he's not going to take anything less than that.
Yeah, I think if we've got a good deal, I think it will be worth taking it because it hasn't worked. But at the same time, even if we've got 30 million, there's no way Ashley's going to spend half of that. You know?
Yeah.
Not at the minute when no one's got any money as it is.
Mm-hmm. Let's say like the formation just hasn't been suiting him, haven't been accommodating to him. This kind of style might suit him better. So
yeah,
chance. Hopefully it's not a bad injury to Wilson and we don't have to play like this much more often, but we'll see how it goes. Emil Kraft tries to take on Minamino and gets wiped out. Free kick.
That Adams isn't half being a player for Southampton as well. It'd be interesting to see what the bloke says about him at half time.
Yeah, he started a bit slow last season, didn't he? Didn't really get very many goals last season after being quite a big signing for them. But I think teaming up with Danny Ings, he has been a good help, season. That's a terrible free kick from Shelby. It's a deep free kick on the right-hand side. Just lumps it straight into the keeper's hands. There's nowhere near anyone. No one can get a head on that. Straight into McCarthy's arms. Fucking shocking that.
Yeah, I think again it's something the team needs to learn. Like, you know, when it's not going our way, this is what Mourinho does with his teams. It's like if it doesn't go your way, to have the composure, just take a second and think about what you're doing. Don't just react like we're throwing the ball to no one, we're kicking the ball out. You know, yes, they've scored, but we're still winning. Let's just take a deep breath.
I know. There's just going to be much composure in a Steve Bruce side, is it? It's like you don't know what to do. Do you defend or do you go for it? Like everyone just seems scared, don't they?
Have you got any bets on Keg?
I haven't. No, I don't really bet on football anymore, to be honest, because I'm absolutely shit at it. As you can tell by Bednarek being in my fantasy team, I'm not very good with me predictions. So, I try not to bet too much on football. Like, I'll put like the odd one on if I say something good, but nah. It's the Super Bowl tomorrow, though. I usually bet quite big on the Super Bowl. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, usually I look like a few hours before the game and just chuck. I've put quite a bit on, to be fair, because you can bet quite big. So I usually put about 50, 60 quid in bets on.
I don't keep up with American football too much, but the team who won's in it again, aren't they?
Oh yeah, okay, Kansas City Chiefs, defending it. Yeah, they won last season.
I watched some of it last year because that quarterback was getting loads and loads of praise, wasn't he?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Every game in the playoffs last season, they were behind, like including the Super Bowl, by about 12 to 15 points, I think it was. Every game throughout the playoffs, including the Super Bowl, then just went crazy at the end. But it's like the bowl between the future GOAT and the current GOAT, Tom Brady, is just the best that there's ever been in the game. But Patrick Mahomes is maybe coming up behind him. Like, he's only played for 3 seasons as a starter. The first one he won MVP, second one he won the Super Bowl, and the third one he's back in the Super Bowl. So he's having a fantastic career so far in his young years.
Yeah. What's up with Wilson? It looked like it was his ankle.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I've got the commentary turned down quite a bit, so I haven't really heard. But we'll We'll find that one. Not really too sure. Hopefully nothing too serious. It didn't look serious. Like maybe just a bit of a kick to the ankle. Hopefully
he took his shoe off, but he had it back on again. I thought he was going to come straight back on, but he didn't.
Yeah, we've got a good week or so until the next game as well. It's Chelsea away next Monday, so we've got 8-9 days until the next game. So
I suppose that's a benefit of not being in a cup, as you get a rest.
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be
4 minutes of added time on. We're into the first one now. Southampton's got a corner. Oh. Ward-Prowse to whip it in. It's deep one to Vestergaard. Heads it across. Kraft gets it out. Miggy lumps it up. Now we're on the counter-attack with Sir Maximin. Miggy's coming on the overlap. Sir Maximin turns. Nothing comes of it. Seen a couple of comments saying that the goal's gone down as Miggy's.
Has it? Oh, well. Yeah, 50-50. Whether was it going in or not, I mean, it was as much as a cross as it was a shot, possibly. It wasn't going up.
Known as Miggy's eye. I'll quite happily change that then. If that's the case, then I hope my fucking fantasy team sorted itself out.
Well, as I said, I've got a 1 point for Wilson now, which is very sad.
Half time at Turf Moor. Let's have a look at them points. Oh, yes, it's gone back down to 0. Get in, Bednarek. Up from -2 to 0. That'll do. Southampton with a free kick into the last 10 seconds of added time here. Redmond across one in. Not Redmond, it's Bertrand. Now with it. Ooh, Miggy Almiron's picked him off. Almiron's in. Almiron scores! I didn't even know what happened there. I thought I was half-time whistle to blow.
Get in. That is a good time to get a goal.
It is, isn't it? I was shitting it there, you know.
Half time.
Let's see what happens here. McCarthy plays it out. It's a bit of a heavy pass from McCarthy, to be fair. Tries to get it. I don't know who that is, but McCarthy tries to play a ball out. I think it's to, is it Bertrand?
Not used to this.
Yeah, it's Bertrand. McCarthy tries to play it too, but it's a little bit too far in front of him. Almiron picks him, and from the edge of the box, puts it in the bottom corner. That's a great finish, to be fair. Still got quite a lot to do, but that's a really, really tidy finish.
Get in.
Yes, man. Get in.
What was it like to score? I mean, I suppose we did it in the Cup against League Two side. When was the last time we scored 3 goals in a Premier League match?
Fuck knows, honestly. Sometimes when I see people like predicting like a 3-3 draw or something, I'm thinking, where the fuck are we going to get 3 goals from?
I know.
Yes, man. 2 for Miggy Almiron if that first one counts, which I hope it does.
Get in, lads.
And that's half time as well.
Oh, I tell you what, that is a perfect time to score.
It is.
9-0. I don't know. We're not going to score that many. I don't think so. I mean, it's another defensive nightmare for them, really. And even the keeper, he's stood in a strange position. I won't take it away from Miggy. I mean, he's spotted the open goal,
Yeah, it's a good finish, isn't it? I would have expected him to like move in a little bit closer, but right from the edge of the box.
As well, this is what the high press does. When you actually press the ball and try and win the ball, you can actually do something with it. If we were sat with 5 at the back in our own box, that goal would never have happened. So that's another reason why we need to stop playing like that.
Half time in both of the games there, then 3-1 to Newcastle, 1-0 to Brighton. What a fucking result. Let's see if we can get Dan on
Finish
it
now. It's absolutely chucking it down as well.
It is, and there was a 5-minute spell where everyone was slipping over, and that I was thinking, like, you need to change your boots at half time.
Yeah. Paul saying it was looking doom and gloom until Miggy scored again. He's right.
I did, yeah. I was a little bit worried going into that there, like, because we usually go in at half time and come out a lot worse until like the last 10 minutes where we just try and like lump it up to Carroll. Like I've seen so many times under Steve Bruce where we'll have a decent first half, even if we're not even winning, like 0-0, 1-1. We'll go in at half time as if that's it. Brucey will just give them a pat on the back and be like, "Well done, lads, don't worry about it." And then, like, there's just nothing else happened in the next half, and we end up getting beat unless we get another fluky draw. But we needed that. Like, we'll see what the second half brings. But
we did.
Yeah, great start. Happy with that.
Again, someone earlier on, I can't remember what minute was on, was saying we'd had 60% possession. I'm just looking here at the half time, we've got 30% now. So it just shows you the fact that we were winning and then sat off again.
Yeah. We've had 30% possession, is it?
31 according to Sky.
Aye, fucking hell. I didn't think we'd had loads, but I thought we would have had more than that. Like, I'll see what according to the Premier League, we've had 31.8%.
Yeah.
That's not great, but we're 3-1 up, so I'll not complain.
I'll take a win every day.
Like, you don't win games on possession, but it's just nice, isn't it? Just to have the ball. Like, it just looks better for the fans, isn't it?
It does.
But no, 3-1, very, very happy with that. Like 3 goals in the first half, man. Even if that was a full-time score, we'd be like, fucking hell, we won 3-1. Yeah, and if you are just joining well, we've had to make 2 changes as well. Javier Manquillo and Callum Wilson went off with injuries inside the first, half hour?
Yeah, even sooner for Manquillo, was it the first 20 minutes or so, he went off.
I've had a message from Dan. He won't be able to join us, but he says, I was optimistic we could get back into it until we fucked it at the worst possible time. Like we said that, like getting that goal, the third one was important because we're 2-0. We're 2-0 up. They scored a goal, and you just think, typical Newcastle, typical Bruce. It'll just be chugging along into one of these games where we'll just try and see it through. Probably invite them back into getting another equaliser, and it'd be a boring game. But seeing that third goal go in, extending the 2-goal lead, perfect timing. Hopefully we don't just sit off though, because as I say, sometimes half times under Steve Bruce don't always sit well with us. Like, I don't know what the team talk is at half time, but it's usually never really an optimistic second half until the last 10 minutes where it would just chuck Carroll on or whatever, like we did against Crystal Palace. We had 5 strikers on or something. We had Carroll, Gale, Wilson, Saint-Maximin, Almiron, everyone was just chucked up top. So hopefully we don't just sit off too much. Hopefully we can just try and just keep going. Try and get a 4. Don't just defend. Don't just try and stay out of 3-1. Try and get a 4th. Kill the game off. And I hate teams that do that. Like, it's about like Mourinho tactic like that. That's why I've never really been a big fan of Mourinho. Like, he just sits off too much. Just get 1 goal and that'll do. Just defend.
Well, that's it. I think we've got to just play it clever because, again, we've made 2 changes already. I don't see St. Max lasting the whole game. So, you're looking at the possibility of running out of subs. So don't be silly. Don't overwork yourself. But, we are 2 goals ahead. And I don't want to be sat with 6 defenders in our own box, but equally, like, we need to keep the press on, but just don't go in silly. Let's not have any injuries. Let's just try and keep a cool head, which again is not something we associate with us right now. But we're gonna have to try and do it that way, I think.
Definitely. Just saying the remaining subs rolling across the bottom of the screen there. You say Maxman probably shouldn't play the full game. It's probably wise, definitely. Would you say Fraser coming on maybe is after an hour or something else?
I think Bruce will try and keep him on the pitch as long as he possibly can. I reckon maybe even later, 75, when he's literally at the point where he's rolling around asking to come off, I think is when he'll probably come off.
Because he was hobbling as well at the same time.
I know.
Wilson was getting treatment. The camera went on to some Maxman limping around. So I definitely need to keep an eye out on him. Like I say, he's too important to just chuck in for 90 minutes and risk having that injury again.
I was going to say, depending on where we are and what time it is, maybe Richie, if he's going to be over on the left and he's just a bit more defensive. I mean, if we need another goal, then...
Big up Josh Stockton. Been a fan for time. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're enjoying the game. Actually tuning in for once. Yeah, Miggy's been fantastic. Oh, look what's going on. Hello, matey. You sort that camera out, did you? Taking 45 minutes, is it?
Hi, mate. Wait, so I've been watching the match downstairs because I got my father here. So I've been trying to do it on my phone, and for whatever reason, it just says I'm chilling backstage permanently.
I can see you backstage, but like the screen, like I can see you, but the screen was just white. I was like,
Hi, brilliant.
Anyway, you're here now. You've seen the first half. We're 3-1 up, mate. What's going on?
2.5, I've got the words, mate. So first sort of 15, 20 minutes, we look very good. Let Southampton back into the game, of course. Couple of injuries, which aren't great. Emil Kraft wouldn't get a game for Ashton. And for me, at least, he wouldn't. Not great seeing Wilson go off. Little bit irritated by the choice of substitution he's made for Wilson, though. Like, you've obviously set up a team to play a particular way to a particular player's strengths, and Joe Linton hasn't got any of the same strengths. So, like, unless you're going to change the system and how you're playing, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You've got to put Gale on. Yes, Gale's not quite as strong and he won't hold the ball up as much, but he's got the legs, he will get in behind, and he can finish. So he's the more similar player, but, you know, good old Brucey.
You know, I think seeing Joey play, maybe he's playing like on the right instead of like where we used to seeing him up top, where we know he's absolute dog shit. He's playing like on the outside with Miggy like as a false 9, which is a similar position to what I was saying before, like kind of like where he played for Hoffenheim. Like he plays like on like the outside of a striker. That's probably where we're seeing him best, where we haven't really seen him much in the past.
I just think he's Hoffen lifting. Like there's not.
So you're not a fan of Joe Linton, no, you're not.
To be fair, at least his hair looks good, though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it should be. I cost him a couple £100.
A couple of £100 fine on top of a couple of £100 hairdresser.
I know.
He's if he doesn't play, if we continue this system where he doesn't play as a number 9, and he plays as a false 9, or he plays on either wing, then fair enough. But he's just so poor. Like, it's scary how poor he is, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Aye. But we're happy with the performance so far, right? Like we were saying, like after the first 20 minutes, it's like Southampton's looked to start getting in the game. They had 2 or 3 chances, and we just thought like it's looking like a like for like the Crystal Palace game. Great opening 20 minutes. We've got the lead. We're 1-0 up. Probably going to concede an equaliser any minute, and then we went and got the second.
Yeah.
What a finish by Miggy, by the way.
Yeah.
What the first one or the second one?
Well, I mean, to be fair, both for me, the first goal's got to go down as his. And now it
has now apparently.
it was
changed.
Well, good because it was on target.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
It's not like he's scuffed it and then it's taken a big deflection and went in. It was on target, and I think the rule is, if it's going on target, then it's given to the striker. But no, the second goal, I'm like when he nicked it off Ryan Bertrand, I thought he's gonna fucking shoot. And to be fair, he's taken a couple of touches. He composed himself, and it's been a hell of a finish. Really, really good finish. So
it was.
I'm not.
I expected him to either like take it in a little bit more, like take like 1 or 2 more touches, or I think there was someone on the left. I don't know if it was Maximin. I thought he'd been looking for a pass, but credit to him, it was a fantastic finish.
Who forgot you?
Hey.
Is he
John, lads? Can you hear us?
Hello, Sheikh Renty. You a little bit too far away, are you?
I can't really hear you, to be fair. I try and move around this ball.
So Dubai has the largest building in the world, but can't provide a signal for the Wi-Fi.
Kind of make it out, lads. Kind of make it out.
Tell Sheikh Mansour to sort that fucking Wi-Fi.
Like orange juice on there.
Well, I'm here anyway, boys. I've seen the 3-1. I've seen it. Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Hey.
That's a bit better. You're a bit clearer now.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're getting it. This ball is not the best setup. Like the TV's a bit far away, and you've seen it on the Instagram, but decent. Seen all the goals, obviously. Seen Willock, seen Almiron doing bits. It's not going. Oh, we've got the cord. We've got the lot.
The band's back together.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, they come. Who the hell is that? Is that an Italian team?
Mate, if you'd answered your WhatsApp messages, then you would know what it is. It's Fluminense.
Is it?
Fluminense? Brazil?
I'm not part of Brazil.
I mean, once again, if you'd responded to me messages that I sent you like 3 hours ago, you'd probably see how that like.
That's unreal. Unreal though.
Mate, it is. It's a class shirt, but I mean, I don't think we're going to Brazil anytime soon, so that might just have to be put on the bucket list for now.
He's trying to listen. Is that what you're doing there?
Anyway, beyond the Brazil shirt, let's get back to Renty. Halftime 3-1. Did you see much of the game? The connection working now there, isn't I?
I should start off on Arabic commentary, which was dead good, but then they managed to find out.
We don't learn Arabic yet, you uncultured swine.
we're on BT Sport right now, so it's lovely BT Sport, but it's busy in here, like I kind of, you know what I mean. But I'm sitting with a group of Newcastle, Dubai-based mags, so it's decent crack, like, you know what I mean. But it's not good for the old the buying shots and everything. You know, my drink tolerance isn't too good, so the shots are doing the old Stella and doing. So I'm enjoying myself, lad. I'm enjoying myself.
That's what it's all about. We're enjoying ourselves here too, like, because the weather's dead nice in Newcastle. So just come back when you're ready, Reed.
It's like snowstorm.
I'll be rushing back there in soon with that snow because it's 30 degrees. It's a bit too hot.
We've got loads and loads of snow. Christine Atsu's back in the squad and that, so it's all going well over here.
If we keep scoring 3 goals before half time, we're not going to fucking come home, to be honest.
I know. You're like the truth jinx in reverse.
Nah, I'll take it. I'll live with you, exiled. All right, boys, filling in. I'll pop on an instant reaction. I've got 1 or 2 fans that are going to jump on a fan cam as well, so I'll see you soon.
No worries.
You ready?
Easy, buddy.
Okay. All right, cheers, boys. Nice one.
What about that first half, then? Unbelievable.
Cheers for again for the second half. So 3-1 half time. The players are just coming out the tunnel now, getting ready to kick off. How did you see that half?
Mate, honestly, that's why I said everybody's been negative on Twitter as soon as we lost our board, which is what I said people would do. We've come out again playing positive football. Like it was even, really. It could have been 3-1 to Southampton, chances wise.
Yeah.
But mate, really good game again. Jeff Hendrick's ball sums it all up for the second goal. How important by Rick was that ball? Unbelievable. We're pressing. We're like a prime Spain. It's insane. No, really enjoying it, man. Really enjoying it. 3 games in a row that I've enjoyed now, so I can't complain.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's mental. Insane, man. Willock had a good start at the half now. It was decent. A couple of misplaced passes, but he looks like, I don't know, he's like a very attack-minded. He's wanting to get in the box. He's constantly trying to go forward.
Ages in us. Definitely been
like an old school number 8 who wants to get forward, wants to get on the edge of the box. And to be fair, he could have had a second if Wilson had composed himself for a split second before playing that ball through. Willock would have had to do.
But there's been so many chances in the game, even half chances, like the one where Willock headed it down to Wilson and he just caught it like properly on the volley.
Again. Yeah. Shelby fucking skews one.
There you go. The whole game's been full of them. We are playing really well. St. Maximum has been outstanding as well.
So good.
Incredible. But
good play from Joe Linton on the right hand side there. Ball into Willock. Willock cuts it across. Shelby's in acres of space, like pretty much on the penalty spot. Skews it wide. Shocking pass. That shocking.
It's like Pooley's on Cribs, MTV.
Just showing you around the rest of me, who's?
No, really enjoying it, man. But I was worried that we had that break and play for a bit, and then obviously we sat back a bit. But no, it's saying all right.
Mm-hmm.
Southampton just seem like they haven't recovered from that 9-0 drumming, but they've been on a bad run of form. They haven't got much luck down for them. Like the second goal was unlucky, really. Like
it was a good finish, to be fair. Like the touch to get away from Hayden, get himself in space and finish.
Oh, there goes incredible. Yeah. Who would have thought Minamoto could do that? I wish it was instead of Muto back in the day, to be fair.
What's Dean thinking of Minamino?
Less said the better, man.
You know what it is? Like Minamino's a good player. I just think Liverpool's maybe is a bit too much for him. Like I thought when they signed him, like where did he come
from? He come from that Belgian standard, not standard age. They win the Champions League. They played against Liverpool. Club Brugge, not Club Brugge. I'm sure it was a Belgian team.
Wasn't it like Leipzig or somewhere?
No, it wasn't Leipzig. I'm sure it was like a Belgian team. I think potentially Switzerland. No, I'm sure it was Belgium. I don't know. But
anyway, boys, I'm nipping off for a bit. I'll be back on.
Neighbour, buddy.
What's up, Mr.
Ward-Prowse with a free kick. Holy fucking shit!
Oh, no way.
Prowse bangs a free kick in from about 30 yards. Fucking hell.
What a game. What a game.
I was literally at the start of this game as well. I thought the one thing we want to do is not give away free kicks on the edge because he's putting them away all season.
Fucking hell.
Is this Newcastle Liverpool 97? Oh, what a free kick that is.
Garlow's getting nowhere near that.
This game for the neutral has been outstanding, which I never thought would say for a Newcastle game.
I know. Yeah, no Newcastle game with fucking Steve Bruce is good for a new.
The Palace first half, this whole game, like we just played well against Everton. It wasn't a great game, but we played well. This is all Newcastle fans want, though. Like for a team to go out and actually give it a gun, like that's all we want.
But you mean we're not deluded and like want to play like Champions League football and that?
Well, pretty much, yeah. You know, I think it's wrong. It'd be nice, but it's
a little bit too far fetched at the minute.
It's not really foreseeable at the minute. Now, under Rafa, we maybe got ahead of ourselves, but he had a plan. Steve hasn't got a plan. Like,
he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, someone sent off.
Doesn't matter.
Think someone's just been sent off.
Is it Jeff Hendrick?
No.
Oh, second yellow for Jeff Hendrick. Holy shit, he's
God, we're going to get beat.
What the fuck?
We're not going to have any possession.
Oh my God. Literally said, like...
This is how he likes to play. He's been uncomfortable all game.
We'll have a look here. Pulls his shirt back. It's nothing, but it's a second yellow. Like, if you've got a second yellow, don't pull people's shirts back like that. That's a bit fucking...
Literally just said at half-time, we need to play this game smart. We're two goals up. We don't need to do anything stupid. We've got one sub available.
4 minutes in, we had a man sent off and conceded a goal.
in 5 minutes, I know. Where was I in the half-time talk? I could have told them what the hell to do. Only they were watching the Magpie Channel live stream and they would have known.
Yeah, they would have known. So I should start down. Apart from my lighting. I apologise about the lighting.
You're a little bit dark there. Like, where the fuck are you sitting
I'm
in the garage?
I'm upstairs, but the light's not great. Like, kids are downstairs. That would have been a nightmare. So.
Well, there's a goal in the Burnley game. Burnley's equalised.
Equalisation.
No, maybe it's a good equaliser though. We could probably deal with that being a point if we're going to get all three.
We've got Santiago Muñoz on the bench.
Get him on.
Get him on.
This is not going to be fun to watch now.
It's going to be boring. It's going to be boring unless you're a Southampton fan, and we're just going to be dreading it. Hopefully they've been really unlucky and made mistakes. Hopefully they get a lad sent off now.
Aye.
Nathan Redmond getting sent off. I'm telling you. Heard here first. Oh God, this isn't good.
Right. Well, we're 50 minutes in. What a fucking mad start to the second half. This has been 5 minutes in. Fucking red card, a 30-yard free kick. Fucking hell, what's going on?
Who do we blame for that? Do we blame Hendrick or do we blame Bruce or a bit of both? Because surely you would have said something. He's got to have.
I just kind of get away with Hendrick for that. Like it's an awfully harsh red card. But
I think he's not experienced either.
Yeah, it's a blatant shirt pull. There's obviously no attempts. He obviously does it on purpose. And if you're already on a yellow card, it's a bit of a fucking daft thing to do. Like,
yeah, just we need. Well, I know what we need to do now, which is cling on to dear life, probably. But it's just so frustrating because we are coming into setting off, pole position, 2 goals up, and within 5 minutes we've got a player sent off. I mean, the free kick, you can't argue it too much because I mean, it's a quality free kick, but
yeah.
Like that's fair enough, you know what I mean? Because Ings had a chance for that. There's been plenty of chances either way, but it's yeah, that's silly by Hendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely silly. I would have expected this from Croth or something like that, but no.
Who?
Croth. I was trying to say it possibly. I don't know why.
just Croft will do
it. What? Sure.
All right, so we changed the formation, changed the style or anything now? Fucking 9 at the back or something?
Like, we'll just bring on strikers again.
I probably will do, you know. We're already 2 subs down. We've only got 1 left.
I'll tell you what scared us when he brought Joe Linton on, man.
Nah.
I couldn't believe he done that. Might actually work out with him after Joe Linton's helped him defend, but doesn't seem to be in the box even though he's been 6 foot. Oh, yes. Yes. No, kidding. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Ooh, free kick comes in. Darlow comes for it. Doesn't really get much on it. Got away with that one. I think it's a corner, though.
Danny Ings hasn't scored yet either, and that's a bit worrying.
I see his chance in the first half. Good save from Darlow, but maybe he's took an extra touch that he didn't need to.
Honestly, mate, before the Everton game, like, I was really struggling to watch games. Like, I was, like, partly watching on my phone because we just never had the ball. It's not a case I don't want to watch it. We never had the ball at all. Well, since I haven't had, like, we've got the ball, I'm having chances. I can put up with it. But really enjoying it. But
best of God with the header at the back post. Good save from Darlow. Gets a hand to it.
Tremendous save that. It's not boding well though. It's 53 minutes in this.
Yeah, no, these last
less than 10 minutes
of the second half have been lifted.
You can't complain for them defending, but we're going to try and count that at least.
How can we 3-1 up at half time and just be that bad? Like, I said this at half time though, didn't I, Rubenstein? Like, we're always so shit in the second half, man. What the fuck does Brucey say to them? Like, we can't hold out to a lead.
Hopefully let Graham back in again.
Massive for this season now though. Just I know like we're like 8 points, 10 points clear or whatever, but a win here is just huge. Like it just gives I don't know. Puts it that much further ahead. But if you lose it after being 3-1 up, and you lost the Palace game that we should have won, then that's when it starts to get like on a bad run then.
So when we start being like likened to the likes of like Fulham and Brighton, like particularly Brighton, like they actually play good football. They're an attractive team to watch, but just don't get along with the results.
Well, it's weird because obviously Burnley's went away at Liverpool, beat them. Brighton's on a really good run of form.
Yeah.
So if we can get this win, that's 6 points to the 9, and you know that's sorry, but it's weird when you take a draw here now. Like I don't really want a draw at all. Like I'm not happy like with 3-1 up. But
before the game had started, I don't know. You know,
I would have picked a draw before the game because it's like a win draw, and it's not ideal, but it's still 4 points on the board.
I know.
I think Brucey's probably said them at half time, just play for a draw. Sorry, lad.
But I feel like it does that every fucking half-time, though. That's what's so frustrating. I expected Southampton to come in fighting, like looking for that bounce back after that 9-0 loss. But first half, they didn't really show a great lot. But second half, it's obviously like the difference between the quality and the managers and the half-time team talks, the tactics. You go in at half-time, Brucey's just fucking handing out fucking kebab slices, and obviously Hassan who actually knows what he's doing and actually tells him what to do.
You expect Southampton to come at you because obviously they're 2 goals down, but nah, it's not ideal. Like,
see how wet the pitch is and all. Like they're running around and the puddles are splashing up. Proper waterlogged pitch. This like proper Sunday league.
To be fair, obviously we're gonna look at this half and we're gonna be on the defensive now, but it's weird. Like I still don't. I can't grasp how we've changed the style of play because it's not like we've seen any signs and then suddenly we've just started pressing.
Yeah, I know. Like, exactly.
I'm like, oh, is that Bruce like class? Because it can't just be Jones coming in and doing that. Like, you know what I mean? It's collective, whatever anybody says. I know Jones, but like, how does that suddenly like? What made him finally decide not having possession for most of the season? Like, but then how do you get that point across to the players? Like, how do you even go? Like, just weird.
If it's not like the Graham Jones influence, how can you play like the same shit football for like 18, 19 months and then just one day decide like, no, we'll just not play that way anymore?
In this game, I don't think we've had loads of possession, but we've been really good going forward when we've had the ball. So we've been playing direct, but it's just...
Well, again, that was as I say, Miggy's second goal, we would not have been able to score that goal 4 weeks ago because we wouldn't have been out of our own half. Like, we've caught the ball early and we've stuck it in the net,
Really pressing. Oh, no.
Lewis
like,
that one away.
Like, insane. Like, the pressing was a really high press as well, like high intensity, which I haven't really seen with decent Rafa, really. Like.
Yeah.
It is like a probably different style of play.
That's what the pundits forget.
Like, it's just been so frustrating because we know we've got the players, we've got the right personnel to be a good team, but just play like the exact opposite way to the way we should be. That's been the frustrating thing. But now we're actually seeing it. We're getting the best out of certain players. So.
Yeah. That's what the pundits forget with Rafa. They're like, oh, it was boring. Like, certainly if you're against Man City or something, but against other teams, like against Huddersfield, Almiron's debut, like, I know it's Huddersfield, but we like played the way we should have against them. Against other teams like Everton and stuff, it was a really high, intense press like that constantly. So if we didn't have the ball constantly, we were constantly trying to get the ball, force the opposition into a mistake. But under Bruce, initially, we were just sitting back. That's not really...
No, there's a big difference of playing 5 at the back but pressing and playing 5 at the back and everyone standing in 6-yard box waiting for the ball.
Yeah, completely. But hopefully this is the sign of things going forward. And obviously this half hasn't started out well, but especially the first halves, we've been we're playing differently. So I can't complain so much. It's a good game for the neutrals. Oh, he's back on the touchline. You must know.
Jones.
Mine, Brucey.
I thought Maximin was coming off
Who
there.
playing next? I haven't even checked this.
Chelsea next Monday.
I sound. I could do with a 3 pointer. I could really do with
Lampard.
No, I can't see we're getting much out of that. Like, so.
And this always happens to us as well. I swear, there's a manager doing badly. He gets sacked just before the Newcastle game, and then we come in and play the new manager. It's always the way.
How's Tuchel actually been? I haven't really seen much of his game so far.
Of who? What?
Thomas Tuchel. Like, how's Chelsea been the last couple of weeks?
Really boring. Like, he's Chilwell or Marco Alonso. With, to be fair, cracking goal, but Chilwell's better. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Really, really boring, man. I think he's brought in the experienced players. I think the same through this season, and then he'll start again next season. But incredibly boring.
I think Marco was just completely out of that squad. Like he's basically like their Christian Atsu, wasn't he? Just completely like frozen out the squad. And Tuchel comes in. Oh, we've paid 50 million for Ben Chilwell, but now fuck him.
Oh right, yeah.
Did we release Atsu? Am I just I couldn't grasp what was happening. I thought we'd released him.
No,
we just re-signed him, or is he just putting in reserves? I don't understand what happened.
He was still in the team, just not in the 25-man squad. So basically, he was like on the same level as like the likes of Saive and Lazar and Rolando Aarons. So he was still in the squad, but in the team. But so he could play like games and stuff. Lazar's just been released.
He's just been released. I don't understand with Saive, right? I've barely seen him, but he played against West Ham, gave away a goal, scored a class free kick, had a world of a game, and then he just never played again, pretty much.
The very few times I've seen him, he actually looks okay.
I really like him. I don't. He's better than Atu. I don't care what you say. Atu was awful.
Yeah. But did he say what Bruce said in his press conference, though? He said, "Oh, we need to fill up a 25 one player to fill up the 25-man squad," and it was between Saive and Aaron's Saive and Atsu. So I was pretty straightforward choice, really.
But I was there that West Ham game, that away game when Saive scored, and we were all going, "Who the hell was it?" Because we didn't even know he was on the pitch. I was like, "Who is this bloke taking this free kick?"
How does he not play? And then suddenly he's on free kick duties as well.
And he scored it as well.
No,
game as well.
Tell you what, Atu would beat us if we were in League One. He'd beat our Aidan McGeady.
Probably.
I thought Atu would beat our Aidan McGeady. I've pinned all the hopes on him. Oh God. Yeah, we're starting to ride it a little bit. Oh, well, keep it going.
Yeah, we've been picking it up the last couple of minutes. There was a good ball out by Shelby in the middle of the park over to Sir Maximin. Sir Maximin's looked really lively in the last couple of minutes on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
I think Willock's starting to play a little bit deeper. So is Almiron, actually. I don't really know what kind of formation we're playing now. It's kind of like Sir Maximin and
Brucey special.
Yeah. It's like
we've slowed it down.
Slow it down a bit. I think we're trying to counter, but Almiron has been excellent these past few games.
He has, hasn't he? The last 6 or so games, he's been class.
He sometimes looks really lightweight and like he's working hard but not doing much, but his productivity on the ball's been a lot better.
Almiron thrives in confidence. Like when he's got his head up, he plays well. Like if he's in a bit of a rut, it takes him quite a while to get out of it.
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, with Almiron, is one criticism people have is that quite often he's running down a tunnel to nowhere. But the thing is, we're playing like we are today, and people like Wilson, before he went off, and St. Max are on the pitch. There's actually some options for him. Like if he's running down a tunnel to nowhere, but there's no one else in the opposition half. Yeah. Obviously, it's going to look like he went nowhere. If he runs 20 yards and he's got St. Max, Wilson, Willock next to him, he looks better.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't like him on the wing. Like he just runs.
You should just let him play away once in midfield, really. Like, let him just run a bit. Like, he's got in
that free role. Like, say, when he's got players around him to link up with, he's class. But when he's just on the wing, say, he just runs, and that's it. He does fuck all.
Oh, no.
Ings whips one in. It's the post. I think Darlow touches that onto the post and collects it back. Comes off the post, straight back into his arms. Fucking hell.
Oh.
I think Ings needs to get himself a turkey. That hair's thin and quick.
He needs to speak to Andrew Townsend.
Get on just. It's good effort. That's
she's been unlucky, really, Ings.
Good effort. Lucky it fell back into Darlow's hands though, because I could have gone anywhere.
I was going to say he had a shot early on in the first half where Darlow made a good save with his feet as well. I think we can keep things quiet in the next 30 minutes. I'll be happy.
I think it's going to be a case of that. Like we're just going to end up just blocking up the back. But I think like my favorite form of defense is offense. Like score a fourth goal. Like instead of just holding back, try and not.
It's only one player. So if you've got the ball and you still try, like it's not. If it's just like I don't know, it's not like a defender's missing. You know what I mean? Or a midfielder, you've obviously changed your formation, so. Let someone else push up on or attack and just make sure they get back.
Yeah.
But I think it's a mindset, and I think when you go and do it in 10 men, I think it like without realising you're sort of more defensive. And then you've got Brucey probably telling them to be defensive.
But that really pissed me off in the Sheffield United game though, when like Fraser went off. It's like that was just before half time. Like if you're gonna get a red card right before half time is probably a good time to get it because you can go back, regroup, change things, maybe make a sub, new formation or whatever. But with Bruce, it was just like, oh, well, just fucking defend and try not to score a goal. It's just so fucking boring in that Bruce, man.
When did you say that Chelsea game was? Did you say it was Tuesday?
Monday?
Saturday?
Next
Monday.
Weekend.
Oh, God.
Oh, the ball's in. Is that it standing?
Cancelled?
Nah, Trey Adams has got the ball in the net. I think that was a foul in the build-up. We'll have a look. Flags up.
Get in.
Don't really know what happened here. Let's have a look at the replay.
You'd be going wild if you're a Southampton fan.
Redmond has a shot. Ings is
offside.
offside.
100% aye.
Ings tries to shoot from the 6-yard line. Darlow comes out and saves it well, to be fair. Falls it and Che Adams at the post.
Che Adams was a David Newton special.
"65 minutes played." If we can get back to that few minutes where we actually started to play well with Shelby passing it, Almiron to Maximin. We can't get a fourth goal. It just looks like we're scared to move forward now.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? I'm delayed. I'm just watching back that goal. I mean, Darlow's done really well there.
Ooh.
I know it was offside anyway, but he's making good saves again today.
So Maximin coming off 66 minutes in for Paul Dummett. That looks like that's going to be a 5 at the back kind of crack.
Well, I said Richie, didn't I? So I wasn't too far off, I suppose. But
I actually agree with that substitution. I don't want to risk Saint getting injured. I know he's a solid man, but he's getting the ball once every 7 minutes.
It makes sense. But you just don't want to see Maximin coming off after Paul Dummett, do you?
But it's defensive. You don't want to see Paul Dummett coming on.
I mean, what best player for fucking Paul Dummett, all right, neighbour?
I've not really been a big fan of Dummett.
Yeah. And Callum Wilson coming off a joy.
When people praise him, they're like, "Oh, he good at tackling, good at kicking it forward." He's just bang average at everything. Like he's literally like he wouldn't make a difference in the conference. Like to me, like there's certain players that are squad players and they just wouldn't make a difference at all. Like
I think he improved. I think he's got better than he was a few years ago, but obviously he doesn't get much of a game. I think he just does. It's more like Fernandez for us. He's a centre back who just knows how to smash people and kick the ball as far away as possible. Like it's not a glamorous job, but sometimes you just need it. And I mean, with Lewis, like he's definitely got better the last few games, but also there's been times where he's tried to do little silly things around our area, like they did in this game when Almiron scored.
Yeah,
Dummett's going to make a mistake now, isn't he? But I've picked him up now. But
where he's playing now, I think is the one and only position Paul Dummett can play in and look good, which is in a back 5 on the left-hand side.
I agree with that because left back. I think that's my issue with him. He offers nothing.
Awful left back.
Like nothing. Like he can barely kick a ball other than smash it. Does his best PS impression with knee talent.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good enough centre back to play in a partnership in a flat back 4.
I actually agree with that.
Not a good right back. He's not a good full back. But this is the only position I actually like him in. But I don't like playing 5 at the back.
He'll work his ass off here, though. Like obviously to try and make sure we get the win. So I'm giving him grief, but I'll accept that he's in the right position there.
Yeah, and like I say, it's probably a good change to make. Like it's probably the right move. Like we'll probably
almost now, no? Almost is that right?
Nah, unless someone gets a head injury.
Oh, then they actually have to make a sub now.
Yeah,
the rules changed. I've not got any idea.
I didn't know until Keg told me about 20 minutes ago.
Tell one of your players to pretend.
That's what I thought. You could probably get away with that. Like, what you can do, give them a fucking brain scan on the sideline. Like, how can you prove a head injury? You know what I mean? A quick CAT scan before we make that change, Reed.
Well, did you see when in rugby when they made a rule about bleeding, you could come off or something, and there was I can't remember now. Some bloke had some fake blood in his pocket or something.
Oh yeah,
on his face so he could try get a free sub.
Yeah.
that's taking cheating to a whole new level. That
yeah.
Taking props on the pitch with it. Taking props.
Vampire blood from Halloween.
Was that the rule though? Was it like if you?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think I've seen something there.
Oh, it's something like you can get treat. You can bring on like a replacement while you're being treated on the sideline or something, so that you're not down a player, but it's only if you're going to cut.
I could have made the most of that and started selling fake blood.
Or outside the ground on the way in.
The local fancy dress shop would have been making a killing.
To be fair, if we grind this out, this could have like although we've lost a man, it could do wonders for our confidence to grind this out, get a 3-2 win, work together.
As long as you get 3 points, that's the main thing, really. Like the other game at the minute's 1-1. That's a good result for us. Burnley and Brighton.
How many points we on now? 22 or something? Or more? One more than that, aren't we? One more than 22 points. Sure.
I'm not sure, to be fair. If with this included, 3 points, I don't actually know.
25. We are on 22, huh? That felt too low, but...
Oh, really? Aye.
No, so on 25 if we win this. Oh, no.
Redmond in, out by Kraft. Well, just jamming up the penalty area now. Like this is
Get in, Willock, lad. Well done. Well done, Willock. Well done.
He tries a challenge. He's still going. Go on. He's trying to take on Stevens.
That was
runs out a leg.
This is the issue now. They need to start pressing. This is where just sitting back invites them. Press. Like, stop letting them just come through. What are you doing? Nah, that's annoying.
Rubenstein, who's been your man of the match so far? Maybe between Willock and Almiron?
Yeah.
Maximin's had a good game, to be fair.
2 assists.
Yeah, no, you're right. St. Max was really good as well. I think I'd probably go Almiron just because the goals are in his name, but I do again think that having St. Max made a big difference, having him on from the start. And yeah, I'm glad the new lad's done himself proud. I mean, the second half, we've just been defending, but first 45 minutes, I think Almiron did all right.
Yeah.
For me, yes, it's a toss-up, but I'd say at maximum had a massive impact for me.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 assists, but he was just direct from the start, but I don't know. Go on, Kraft, have it. You have Peter Kay and the John Smith advert there.
Joe Linton really doesn't do much, does he?
It's a bit wet for him, I think.
The conditions there are genuinely awful, to be fair.
I can't see him staying past this year, but like, how much money would we get for Joe Linton?
Well,
like,
we're having this discussion in the...
Who's going to pay 10 million for him?
Yeah, like this is the discussion we had in the first half. Like loads of people are saying, like, just cut the losses, he's shit. Some people saying sack him. You can't just fucking sack someone who paid £40 million for. Well, Almiron's in. He's getting wiped out by, is that Bednarek? Free kick right on the edge of the box. Bednarek could have another red card, to be fair.
100% Almiron man of the match because that was outstanding. He just took a Mike Tyson right to the jaw.
Got the better of Bednarek there. Bednarek could only just wipe him out.
But he didn't at all. He got him in the chest. He didn't at all. He didn't.
Yeah. Well done, Miggy. Is that a head injury?
He's holding his throat like the Undertaker choke slammed him. Get in, Miggy. Oh, I love him. He's a proper cheat bar like him. He hasn't got any fake blood yet, but
one step away.
Yeah, if we knock this in, that should be ideal. Give it to Miggy. Get the hat-trick, son.
This is the similar kind of position where Almiron hit the bar against Palace, isn't it?
He scored loads of free kicks in the MLS, didn't he? I say loads. I've seen highlights of a couple. So he scored 2 or 3, but yeah. You're more than I've scored so far.
He probably would have enjoyed these conditions because he'd like a good old slide tackle, didn't you?
I'd have been sent off before Hendrick. I know that. I would have got him good though. I wouldn't have been a little pull.
I know. Would be a little tap. There's a VR decision. Red card. Oh,
he's gone clean through. He's gone clean through. Letter of the law. Letter of the law. I'd be raging if this guy gets sent off Southampton, but I said someone gets sent off. No. Yeah.
So well, I've got him in my fantasy team.
Yeah, I hope he gets sent off then. I forgot about that.
I already have no goal rescinded for him.
3 weeks into the season, I forgot about that. I've probably still got Sebastian Haller in his squad.
Sharp take to the wall. Why is Sharp take that like that?
Oh, he's injured. We're doing the 9. What happened to Wilson? I've seen him go off, by the way. What do we know what the injury is yet? A bad one or hammy or?
I don't know.
Not sure. It looked like his ankle, but he had his shoe off, didn't he? So
his shoe off.
He did.
Hopefully, it's not like a metatarsal or something, because he can be out for a good few weeks with that.
All right. Oh, that might just be an impact on it. Might be alright, but this looks could be bad. This. Oh,
Maybe there's a knee injury
Hey,
there.
that-
Twisted
I
ligament.
like on knee, but
Put his hand straight up before he even hit the deck.
oh, if we can't do, he's in pain. Like, oh god. Right,
Oh, changes now. 3 fucking injured players and a red card. What a belter.
I tell you what, luckily Southampton's been that unlucky. Hopefully they still lose.
Now it is. If we do actually grind this one out and take 3 points, if it stays 3-2,
Yes.
like
It'll feel incredible. Like,
3 changes. We've had a red card. Like we've had fucking knee luck today. Really, like good job. We've managed to get them 3 goals early on.
excellent game. Again, I can't stress enough how much I've enjoyed these past 2 games of the team.
Yeah.
And I really like this game has been outstanding. Like really enjoyable. Palace
mad
game.
what happens when you just don't play fucking defensive football, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you actually go for games, it's actually quite fun.
Imagine being a Leeds fan, though. How exciting every game.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that. Like incredible. Aston Villa as well. Aston Villa, so exciting. Like
You know what Leeds remind me of, and I said this from the first game of the season. They're like Blackpool when they had that one season in the Premier League. Like they were just
so exciting.
because they just weren't scared of anyone. They just went for every game. That counter-attacking football was great, but they were fucking shit at the back. Like every game was like 4-3 and 5-4, like proper like mint games. Like, Leeds are like they could be better at the back, but that counter-attacking football is absolutely sensational to watch.
Yeah, we went to the pub to watch. They were the days back in the pub.
When was that? Fucking 1902.
Sure, we went to see the semi-final, second leg playoff, and DJ Campbell popped them through the final.
Yes, I think we did. Is that
That
the club?
was like my second team. Like I love them. Fair place to go since I was young and proper underdogs in the Premiership. Did they beat Wigan 4-0 first day of the season? Marlon Head were double. It was incredible.
They were fucking.
All of them more than the 2 that season. I think I was that excited.
Yeah, Leeds are just like a better Blackpool.
No, they are. They can actually defend.
But you're going on your screen. Is Shaw still down?
Showing you Ward-Prowse at the minute.
He's got the stretcher out now. That looks like a
Right.
serious injury. Like the stretcher.
So it looks like it's 9 men for the last 15.
It's gonna be horrible.
Probably a good job we pulled them on when we did then, really, because we really need to grind this one out. Shaw's got his leg in a brace. I think that's a fucking ligament damage. That's not what we need. Considering we've already got fucking Lascelles and Fernandez out.
We could really, really do with these 3 points because I haven't seen many more.
We've got Clark popping Benzut. Everyone else is fucking injured. Having Shaw go down, that's shit crack, that, like.
What time's the team against Chelsea on Monday? Is it 8 o'clock, like Monday Night Football?
Yeah, I think it'll be 8 o'clock. Aye.
I'll hop on for another Watchalong. Like,
Sweet.
being sociable for once.
It's not like you to be sociable.
Yeah, that does be. Quite enjoying it. What do you wish back, baby?
Aye, that's a bad one for Shaw, like.
Bad one for the tune. 15 minutes. This is dangerous. This is like horrifying. Like, I just can't be sitting back. You know what? I would take a draw now, doing to 9 men. Like, as much as I want the 3 points, I'd take a draw. Yeah, we might actually find out Joe Linton's a really good defender, and that's where he needs to play.
Where's he now? Like playing centre back.
He's stopped playing up front, is he? I don't think. Offside champion. Tell Darlow has got to be in the England picture, mate. He's excellent. Like, he's really good. Like, I'm not saying he should be starting for England. Like, you know, as much as Hammer Pickford, he's been really good for England. So Southgate's kind of loyal that way, which I get. But I really like Darlow. And I thought we should have got rid of him at the start of the season. I had him really low in the pecking order.
Yeah, I'd rather have kept Freddie Woodman.
He's like really come of age this season. Really good.
Well, while we're on the topic, how do you stand on Dubravka being called back? Because a lot of people are saying it.
What do you mean to start? I get it from, like, I don't know, people might look at it from an experience point of view or like, you know, for that voice on the pitch, but we don't know that Darlow hasn't got a voice, so I'm not on the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, so Darlow shot stopping has been incredible. I I think he saved him in so many games. He's had a cracking game here, even though he conceded 2. I think it's very harsh to drop him. Like, you know what I mean? It's a risk you take when you're a goalkeeper. If you're injured, someone else comes into your position, there's only that one position. Like, he hasn't made a mistake or anything, so I don't think we're in a position where he should be dropped at the minute. I think if we're going another really bad run of form, there's no harm in changing it up a bit. But for me, I wouldn't drop him at all now.
I think if he does get dropped, as soon as Dubravka comes back into the frame, that goes his England opportunity. Like, he's already up against it. I think Alex McCarthy, to be fair, for Southampton, he's a good shout. He's a very good English goalkeeper, but I think...
Mad when you target it now, though. Like, back in the day, we had David Seaman, Nigel Martin. Like, we had some really good goalkeepers. Like, and now we've got, like, Carl Darlow and Alex McCarthy. Like, even strikers back in the day, like Bobby Fowler, Andy Cole and that, couldn't even get in the squad. Like when you think about like, Premier League legends, like, mental.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental, man. But no, I really like Darlow. I think he's been excellent, absolutely excellent. But it's me, man, really. Like I think Nick Pope's been really good for Burnley. Every time I see him, he's really good. He's made a couple of mistakes this season. But I'm not Darlow. Darlow hasn't really made mistakes, so not making mistakes. He's a really good shot stopper. But I definitely wouldn't drop him.
What kind of change have Southampton just made? They've just brought Jack Stevenson off for a young lad, but I don't know where
either a striker or like a attack midfielder winger.
Is he?
I'm not 100% certain.
They're going for it. They can proper smell blood now. Like, obviously, they now we're down to 9 men. Like, they're proper going for it now. Fucking the Wolfpack's fucking circling.
Definitely.
I'm just gonna check who that kid is.
Ndalulu or something.
Not only that, I'll get on Football Manager and check me. I'm playing Football Manager 2011 at the minute, like, so that won't matter.
You had any bets on the day?
I don't want to talk I mean, I've been unlucky.
Darlow out.
The past, I've been properly, because I didn't win for like 4 or 5 weeks. I've been like 1 game off every time, so I've been doing a 4-fold accumulator, going off the form guide and putting like a 5er on, and I'm like 1 game off, I'm 1 team off again. I'm just sick, absolutely sick.
Go on, get a foot in.
Who was it? Michael Obafemi?
Nah, it was Nludu or Undalulu, something like that.
He's not even on the squad on Wikipedia, so I've got no idea.
He's number 40. He's up front anyway.
I need to know who he is.
He's stood in between Ings and Che Adams.
He's struggling.
I mean, if we can go to the 5 minutes here and just let it end, I'd be happy, you know.
Yeah, well done, Kraft. Kraft gets a foot in, and it comes off Ryan Bertrand for a goal kick.
It's mental this because I've enjoyed the second half. It's weird. Like,
as a Newcastle fan, you're stressing out because we're down to 9 men. But if you're a neutral, this game's been fucking sensational.
Good the first half, like, but
5 goals, a red card, end-to-end stuff.
He's a French forward. He was at Chelsea as a young'un.
Aye.
There you go. That's my knowledge for the day. After searching the internet for 2 minutes.
Well, they've got 3 strikers on at the minute, and they've took a defender off for him. So
James Ward-Prowse is mad for me because I didn't really rate him. However, if I had a set piece, I wouldn't want anybody else in the Premier League to take it other than him.
He does the job though. Then he doesn't go massively noticed unless he's popping in 30-yard free kicks. But I think
that's the thing. But like that wins the games, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's things like that can just be massive for you over the course of a season.
Yeah.
How many free kicks has he scored this season? At least 5. At least.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. Did he score like three in a row at one point? Like back in like that time, he's just scored like 3-4 games.
2 in 1 game or something this season now, didn't he?
Aye, yeah. He played for England, didn't he, in the last round of international fixtures?
Southgate rates him, like, you can tell, Well, he's the kind of player though that I like internationally because he can win your games, like really big things, that are like big moments like that.
He scored 5 goals this season, probably all free kicks.
I think that'll be United.
The thing is, though, it's like it's Shelvey for us. Like I don't know what you lads think of Shelvey, but for me, I think he does a lot of jogging, but he'll come up with something when it matters.
Yeah.
He's
Similar
frustrating
to that.
to Shelby because, like, you know, he's got so much talent, like you just rarely see it.
Yeah.
He's like a quarterback, isn't he? That's what he's like, but like not very consistent. Or
Yeah.
he's like a scampy style Pirlo. Like the scampy.
But this is the thing, he looked great in the championship because we had so much room and so much time. He could just take the ball in and like take his time and pick the pass. Like in the Prem, he might have 1 or 2 chances where he's not like under pressure.
The levels is mad. It's weird, though, because Shelby in the championship looks like he's possibly the best player in the world. Like, if you're just looking at championship players, obviously he's not the best player in the world. When he comes to the Premiership, a lot of games he looks bang average, but he'll come up with one really good player.
There's a debate going on here whether it's a free kick or a goal kick. Everyone's arguing. The referees gave a corner.
Have we not had any corners?
Nah, 5 corners to Southampton, none for Newcastle.
Well, possession will look really low this game, especially now. Like
the first half, like
we only had like 35 or something, 35 in the first half maybe. But every time we had the ball, we looked like a danger. Like we had just as many chances, if not more.
Ward-Prowse's corner kick comes in, headed away by Dummett, and out again by Joe Linton.
I'll take that. That's what I like from Joe Linton.
Well
That's what we
done.
signed him for.
That's what we need. Like Andy Carroll does that job as well as absolutely anyone. Like just getting in the back line, defending set pieces. He's absolutely outstanding.
Championship Gale equals Shearer. Can't argue with that.
He is, to be fair, you know. I think he should just go to a championship team. He'll be absolutely outstanding.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what's mad about him in the championship now, though? We were that good in the championship. He would still need about 3 chances to score 1. He'd pop in 3 a game, but he'd have to have about 9 or 10 chances.
We must have had a few then, because he got about 20 goals.
Yeah.
No, he was really good in the championship, to be fair.
I suppose, what would you rather? I mean, he's probably, after Wilson, he's probably the next striker we've got. So what would you rather do? Play back up in a Premier League team or play a championship? I mean, he's not getting any younger.
He was, I love him in the championship, like, absolutely love him.
What does your dad make of him? Because your dad's a West Brom fan.
He likes him. I don't think he likes him as much as me, but he liked him when he was at West Brom, like. Why? Big fan.
I thought that transfer just made so much sense. Like, why we didn't include...
No.
Vestergaard's got it cleared by Kraft nearly. He went twice. Kraft, well done.
Excellent.
Well done.
Excellent.
Like, why we didn't try and offer Dwight Gale to West Brom in exchange for Solomon Rondon, I'll never understand.
No, I don't understand why Bournemouth haven't went for him. I know it's a bit random, but I just feel like when you look at the championship, like Bournemouth, they just need it like a striker. Yeah. Like that would probably get them promoted. Like anyone looking for promotion could be, especially the way they play as well.
Yeah.
I think, the only thing I can think is he
just... Oh, he's got it. Blocked on the line by, is that Hayden?
No? Oh,
I don't think
I thought it was like that thing on the refs. I don't know what's happening.
I think that's a foul somewhere.
Is that a mistake by Darlow as well?
Ward-Prowse whips a ball in. Darlow comes
that's the first mistake I've seen in a while.
Ings boots it in and it's cleared off the line by Hayden. I think it's a foul. I think it's a foul by Vestergaard on Darlow.
I think that's very harsh, by the way. I think that's like...
You can't touch keepers these days, man. It is so soft.
Like, how is that a foul? He got the ball first, pretty much. That's more
Darlow comes to make a connection with Vestergaard. Vestergaard doesn't even know he's there.
Darlow miscalculates where the ball is. It's lower than he thinks. Hits Vestergaard in the head, but it's a free kick. Like, I'm delighted. I am so happy with that decision. But that shot, I hate how you can't even challenge a keeper. You challenge him with your head, there, challenge him with the fist.
Like kids like being born into the world now are going to grow up playing football like absolute pussies. Like, we grew up in the fucking 90s and that's like...
you can't use that term anymore. 2021. Getting cancelled here, I'm telling you. No, they're going to stop the. I think that's talk about them stopping heading the ball until they're like, yeah, which I sort of agree with. Because I think the heading side of things.
Still, like,
look at all the old players that are all getting. Is it dementia? Or the other one, I'm terrible. Whatever it is, due to heading on.
Full time at Turf Moor, 1-1 is the result, which is a great result if we can get 3 points.
Yeah.
As
6 minutes isn't good, like.
Until the whistle blows, we'll be down to 17th, though. We need to stay up to 3 points.
If we win this, though, we're 11 points clear. I think it's 11 points clear.
Something like that, yeah.
Which, like, I know it's really negative way of looking at the table, but that's how you've got to look at it at the minute. Like, we've got 2 games in hand for them. But
come on,
love a draw for them. Is that their 7th draw in the last 9 games?
They've had a lot, like.
Generally, I think they've had insane amounts of draws. They've drew 5 of the last 7. Maybe 6 and 8.
Out of Bertrand, well done. Willock wins a tackle corner. He's clearly.
Oh, he loves the tune, that lad.
He's had a great game, fantastic debut. I'm happy with what I've seen so far.
I heard he prefers the tune.
Nah, of course he does.
Used to watch Alfie the same Pep back in the day. Oz was his favourite.
Since he was 4. How do you sign for a professional football club at the age of 4?
Must have some talent.
Yeah, no. How do you know that a kid's good enough at the age of 4 to play football? You can barely fucking walk at that age.
No.
Proper back of the wall job here. Get it cleared. Over the bar. I think it's another free kick. Vestergaard.
6 minutes at a time as well.
Vestergaard tries to have a shot. It's blazed over the bar. I think the referees give a free kick.
Was he a new signing for this season, or did he play for them last season as well?
Vestergaard?
Yeah.
He was there last season, I think,
He's a proper unit.
Yeah.
He's a big lad.
Oh, he's great. Absolute unit.
Again, scouting though. Like, he's a really good player. Like, I'd never even heard of him. That's right, when the scouting department does really well. Like, I wish we had Southampton.
Great, to be fair, though. Like, the likes of, like, Mane. Like, even their academy. Like, their academy and their scouting's absolutely second to none.
Incredible.
Spoke about this last week during the week, didn't we? We could make a full 11 with the amount of players they've had.
It's incredible. Go on,
just go on, Miggy. Just run forward.
Yeah, you dumb it. Oh,
it's a free kick. Well done. Redmond's raging, but it's a free kick. Miggy's on the deck.
I'm chuffed it's a free kick, but I need to say it. That's a free kick. You know why is he can't do like that? There's no need for that. That's inbuilt in like South American players and stuff.
It is.
They get applauded for like winning a penalty and stuff like when they dive. Like it's not seen as it is out here. But like there's no need to get when you go down that theatrically. Like how do you even get a free kick?
Like if you don't dive over there, like they'll kick off. Like it's not installed in like British culture. Like we think, oh, you dive and you cheating bastard. But if you don't go down in it for a penalty there, they'll fucking kick your head in.
Crazy one.
Well, like you've just said a minute ago, that goalkeeper, like really, we're happy we got the free kick, but Darlow pretty much just jumped into the lad like this, and then that was it. He got fouled apparently.
That's ingrained in our culture for the keepers. Like they'll go up, and then they'll just claim a foul every time.
Yeah.
Foul. Like
he'd already headed the ball before Darlow even got there, and then he just give a foul.
It's a terrible decision, man.
So
to be fair, it happens to every team, so it's not like it's
I know, yeah, you're right.
Oh no, throw in. I'll take that. Come on.
According to Taylor, we've had 20% possession in the second half. Surprised it's been that much, to be fair.
I know.
Tell you what, the one thing is to show me we're better without Hendrick.
Go and play with 10 men every week, please.
Not even 10, it's 9.
You don't know the grief. His ball really made the second goal. We thought it was a really good ball, but
it was a great ball.
Can't get away with like having a yellow and then Dane when he's done.
Yeah.
Where's the long staff? Are they on the bench or the injured?
Who knows?
Sean hasn't been in the team for a few weeks, probably because he's shit. But I don't
know.
know.
Sean has been terrible. I quite like Matty, but he can get lost in games like but he's only going to get better by playing really. But I suppose in the Premier League, you don't get too many opportunities.
Willock's a good signing, like.
What a ball by Ward-Prowse that was.
Tried to lump one in. They're claiming a corner. I don't think it is. No, it's not.
He'll feel disappointed at the end of this game, man, because he's had a chance for 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah, and Like, he's just not got his shooting boots on at the minute. We spoke about that earlier on in the stream.
What do you think? I'll be the new.
Just in a bit of
Bruce is just lucky. Bruce lucky again. Looks on his sights. For me, I feel like we've grinded this out. Like, we've had a bit of luck, but we've properly come together as a team and grinded this out. I'm happy. Like, I'm really happy. Like, I'm actually enjoying being a Newcastle fan again for the past 3 games. So
we looked so far away from getting a win, and now we've had the win against Everton, and then a decent performance against Palace, and then praying.
Can you imagine the team performing like this in the second half? Although we've been up against it constantly, we've like stuck together, ridden it out. Like, I wouldn't have imagined this like 3-4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Last 20 seconds of added time now. Come on, Newcastle. Minamino's putting the ball on the spot because he knows Darlow's going to take the absolute piss.
Joined the wrong team, Minimo.
What's his name?
I don't know what to say about that.
Minimum.
I didn't want to say it wrong, actually. What's he called? Minimoto?
Minamino. I keep calling him Minamoto, to be fair, but it's Minamino.
That's...
Who is Minamoto? Because he is a player, isn't he? That's why I keep getting him.
So, no.
I keep calling him.
That's no idea.
Minamoto? Is that not like a fucking phone network or something?
Oh, God. Get in.
There it is.
Hey!
Massive 3 points up. Massive. Look at that.
That was
Get in.
Off like, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a result for the Magpies.
We're delighted. Absolutely delighted.
3 points in the bag.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I feel like I can relax now. I feel like, Christ, the last 45 minutes hasn't been fun to watch.
Enjoyed it, mate. Sweating. That's how much of it. I'm literally sweating.
I am actually. Oh my God. What a result. Finally got 3 points.
What's that now? 6 points in 3 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have taken 3 from the 3.
Yeah.
Palace game and although it was just frustrating not to have even got a point in that game because we're massively the better team.
Yeah.
Boys
Joe with a debut goal. Minamino also with a debut goal. 2 for Almiron. Seen it through in the end.
We
It was
did.
a long, scrappy second half there. Jeff Hendrick got sent off on 50 minutes. We were forced into, was it all 3? No, we were forced into the first 2 changes. Manquillo and Wilson went off. We used a tactical change in the second half to bring some Maximin off, and then Fabian Shaw got injured. So 3 injuries, down to 9 men for the final 20 minutes or so, but we've done it. We've scraped through 3 points. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure you smash a like and a subscribe. We've currently got 362 viewers. If everyone subscribes and likes, that would be fantastic. Make sure to check out Rubenstein's channel. Link will be in the description below. We can breathe now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm reeling this off. I'm fucking the adrenaline pumping.
I've got homemade lasagna waiting for us downstairs. I'm going to celebrate the night.
Before we leave the stream, we've got an addition. We've got Dan from the Saints View come to join with. Hello, mate. How are we doing?
Oh, mate, I'm deflated. What the fuck was that?
That would have been a dodgy last 20 minutes for you there, was it?
I knew we weren't going to score. There was no way. You know, one of the weaknesses in this team is they cannot break down teams that park the bus. And I knew, even with, I mean, I think the Hendrick red card came at a decent time because it was early in the second half. But I knew as soon as Shah came off, and even though it was 9 men, there was no way we were breaking you boys down. And it's frustrating because I think we would have come away with maybe even more than a point had McCarthy not just given it straight to Almiron. And at the end of that second half, we were looking decent. I think we would have gone in 2-1 down at half time, come out, show a bit of reaction, maybe get that equaliser, maybe even get a third. But yeah, it's just not good enough right now. We're a team lack of confidence, lack of luck, and it's just not going for us right now.
It's not, is it? What's your thoughts on Danny Ings? Because if he had his firing boots on, if he was the 20-plus goal scorer he was last season, you could have won that game quite easily.
Yeah, he was awful today. I think it's a real tough one because he's had a few. You can't compare in my opinion anyway, you can't compare his season this year to last season. Last season, I think he must have missed 2 games, 3 games. This season, he's missed a handful, a couple of injuries, recovering from COVID-19. It's been completely different. And I think he's still working to that sharpness. But yeah, him and Adams were useless up front. I thought Minamino had a great debut. In fairness to him, he exceeded my expectations. Prowse was all right in the middle. Vestergaard's getting back to fitness again, being out for 2 months. We're so close to being the side that we were at the start of the season again, but it's just final details that we really need to work on right now, because we're a couple of players away from that first choice 11, and obviously they're going to have to come back and get some fitness because they've been out for a while.
I think you're missing a bit of luck as well. I think sometimes it happens to every team. I think a little bit of luck went away there. I think you could have won. You know what I mean? Like, we were fairly lucky, but yeah. Yeah,
it's a tough one. It's the first time we've lost 5 in a row in the league. 20 years, 25 years.
Lost 9-0.
Yeah, I know. Stats all being thrown at us. We're here to break records, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think all focus onto the FA Cup on Thursday night, because we have to win that. We have to win that game.
Yeah. Who you got again?
Wolves away.
Winnable.
And then we've got them at home. And then we've got them at home in the league on Sunday. So 2 games against Wolves to come.
Wolves are sleeping a bit this season. Wolves are. I think when you play them, you think there's a really good team, but they've been hit and miss this season. They'll definitely have a chance in the cup, mate, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think we've got a good chance on Thursday night. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I've got no clue when this first win in the league's going to come. It's just frustrating. It's so many. You saw it today. They going forwards at times we were decent.
Yeah,
pass the ball. It's just that final ball. I think for us, obviously I don't want to be clutching at straws, but the pitch didn't help in the sense that there was so much water. Like playing it on the floor, playing on the floor. That's where we're best, and it didn't work. Nah. At the end of the day, Newcastle deserved their win because of their great performance in the first half. I'm not going to deny that.
Don't worry about it, mate. I think you are just you're getting there. Like, you just need that first win to come. And
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Yeah. I think I'm still relatively confident we'll somehow find our way. Maybe in the top half. I think we need to be looking at the top half bare minimum, really. But I think we'll find our way back. I think we'll find our way back.
Like, we won, but like, if you asked us who I'd rather have, players wise, and the way you play, you're a better team, especially over the course of the season. Like, you're much more exciting than us. Really, obviously, we've been quite exciting the past couple of games. But,
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It's just, I think it's all kind of. It's like you said in our preview, Keg. We lost to 4 really good teams. I think fixtures haven't gone our way. And today it was individual errors as well, and also a really good reaction from Newcastle. I was very impressed by their first half.
Yeah.
Like I say, once you get Vestergaard fit again, Danny Ings gets his shooting boots on. It looks like you've got a real good player in Minamino. And if you get a free kick within 30 yards, then that's basically like a penalty.
I swear to God, that's his best free kick in a Saints shirt. Jesus.
Scores one every week.
Cheers for joining. We're down. We'll wrap the watch along up there because we've got Renty's waiting to do the instant reaction from Dubai. So we'll call that a day. Thank you very much for joining, mate. Best of luck for the rest of the season, mate. I'm pleased we got the 3 points today.
I'm head off starting to get me lasagna as well, Keg lad.
No worries, mate. Cheers for joining.
I was waiting in style. Enjoy your night, boys. See you later.
Right, cheers, Rubenstein. You've been here since the start. Appreciate it, mate. First and last one there. It's like the Royal Rumble. Cheers, mate. You're the winner.
So that's all right, mate. As long as we keep winning, I'll keep joining you. That's fine with me.
No worries. Maybe see you next Monday, then Chelsea the next game. We've got a week and a bit break, so that's good. I feel like we need it.
Yes, well said. All right, cheers, Keg.
All right, not a problem. Yeah, instant reaction and player ratings to come soon with a few fan cams as well, so keep an eye out. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and Rubenstein's channel, link in the description below. Have a good weekend and enjoy yourself.